When you have a kid and you get like a free minute, it's a holiday, right? So I would basically say that if parents want to set it up and put their kids in front of it, that's fine. But the other really cool thing is parents can actually play along. They can stand up, get involved.
Welcome to another episode of Family Gamer TV. I'm with Josh Atkins, executive producer of Sesame Street TV. Now, there's been a Sesame Street Kinect game, but this is different. Is that right?
Yeah, this actually isn't a game. It's a TV show, and that's a really important difference. One of our new initiatives is to try to create new interactive experiences for the whole family. And the way we're doing that is by creating a TV show kids can actually interact with. And Kinect Sesame Street TV is one of the first of those, along with Kinect Nat Geo TV. And it's a whole new experience.
What makes it different from, say, watching a program with your child? Let's say watching Sesame Street with your child, because that's quite interactive. When I do that with my kids, we'll talk about things and things come up, and we're interacting, but with each other, I guess. How's that different from?
The best way to think about it is when you watch a children's TV program like Sesame Street, for years and years and years, the show has actually tried to get the kids involved and said stuff to them. And ask them questions. And now using Kinect, when the kid responds, the show knows. And so that's an amazing achievement for children, right? So that they know that when Cookie Monster asks them to participate, instead of just make-believing that they're participating, the show actually knows whether they participated or not, and can respond differently.
But is it a game? I mean, would you describe it as a game or TV?
No, I would describe it as a TV show. I think it's an important distinction in that a game, to me, and I've worked on, I've been really lucky to have worked on some big games and some small games, different kinds of games. This is the first kind of interactive experience or interactive TV show I've ever worked on. One of the things that makes a game is the fact that your involvement is mandatory.
Okay.
Right? The game doesn't progress unless you're controlling it, you're doing something.
Yeah.
This is a TV show. It will continue to play even if you choose not to get involved. And so kids could just decide to sit down and watch it and not participate, and it will continue to work, and it'll be just like watching a TV show.
Yeah, I see. And so the game element is just... Actually,
the way I describe the game, the interactivity or game is a layer on top of the TV show. That's the best way to think about it. It's an optional layer on top of it. It's if kids are interested when the TV show asks them to participate, if they want to participate, great. If they don't want to participate, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's the sort of thing that my kids would want to. As soon as there's something to do, they're really keen. So it sounds like a good idea. And were you also involved in the Nat Geo?
So to an extent, the Nat Geo team over there, we've worked very closely together as a group, kind of trying to pioneer this two-way TV endeavor. So yeah, I haven't been personally involved in the details of Nat Geo, but we've been very closely tied together. It's been a shared kind of pursuit of trying to break new ground on this two-way TV medium.
And also, is there something about Kinect's interactivity that works? I mean, did you look at, say, using PlayStation Move or the Wii controller?
It's an interesting question. So the thing we found with Kinect that makes it really distinct for this is that Kinect simply works, right? You stand up, you choose to interact with it, and it works. You don't have to hold anything, you don't have to push any buttons, you don't have to calibrate. It just works. And especially, I mean, I'll have to be honest, especially for young children, that's great because our TV show, when they interact, is made up of a very simple set of gestures. There's jumping, throwing, waving, clapping, pointing, shouting, and standing still. Right? And so those gestures and those actions work really well with Kinect, and it's this very beautiful and simple way for children to interact with a TV show. There's not a lot of explanation, there's nothing for them to hold or drop or anything like that.
No need for a tutorial or things like that?
No, that's been a very big deal. No tutorial, no traditional kind of gaming paradigms.
Is there an ideal age for the game?
We've targeted kids 2 to 5, but one thing we've actually found is that there's certain parts of an episode where definitely kids 2 to 5 very focused on, but then we're finding that there's some parts of an episode, which we're not showing at E3, so you have to wait and be surprised, but there's some parts of an episode that are that work for older kids as well. So yeah, it has a broad reach, I would say, but definitely 2 to 5 is our main audience.
And is it something that the child would do on their own? Or
yeah, I think absolutely. This is the beautiful thing about this product is parents can simply set it up, put their kids in front of it, and kids still have a great time.
Yeah.
That's one of the main design
goals.
goals.
Is that a good thing, though? I mean, I understood that Sesame Street itself was sort of programmed to involve both parents and children, so that you get that sort of interaction.
So the beautiful thing about this is that it's really going to be up to the parent, right? I wouldn't say that it's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah.
If a parent wants to set a child up and sort of, go to the bathroom or, kind of get the lunch ready.
Yeah, do the washing up.
Yeah, do the washing, whatever. I have kids, right?
It's
when you have a kid and you get like a free minute, it's a holiday,
yeah.
right? So I would basically say that if parents want to set it up and put their kids in front of it, that's fine. But the other really cool thing is parents can actually play along. They can stand up, get involved. And in fact, there's a segment where we've taken Elmo's World and brought it to life in the living room, and that's great for more than one person to play together. So it's quite cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely has a benefit if you're there, and it's okay if you're not.
Yeah. And is there a limit? Is it more than 2 players, or is it?
We'll say 2 players is sort of a safe number, but more people can see themselves on screen. But I'd say 2 players.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah, of course.
We'll have a bit more of a look at the game.
You should give it a try.
Yeah, super.
All right.
Great.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank you.
for the time.